Hey guys, I am so happy to be back. I have missed talking to you guys so much. If you guys missed it on my community tab as well as Instagram, I announced that I would be absent for 2 weeks. At the time, I was not at the mental state to explain why, but I just want to start off by saying that the love and support that I received from you guys, it was so overwhelming. That entire day after I posted that, I just cried pretty much the whole day. It just, why am I already getting emotional? I am not someone who thinks very highly of herself. So when I see people care about me so much, I just never feel like I deserve it. So I was very overwhelmed with emotion that day. It was definitely happy tears. So I just want to start off by saying thank you to anyone that reached out to me either through the comments or personal messaged me. I read all of them. I may not have responded to all of them just because I was a mess, but just know that I have acknowledged and seen every single one of them and just thank you. I also want to say thank you to the people who were actually respectful of my privacy. Not everyone was like that. There are some people who felt very entitled and demanding to know what was going on, just very pushy about it. And when I said that I didn't feel comfortable talking about it at the time, they felt the need to either just start guessing or saying that they were entitled to know. But either way, I'm very thankful that 99% of you were very respectful and gave me the time and space that I needed. So today's video, I'm just going to be giving an update of what happened. About 3-ish weeks ago, I was in a very depressive state. I don't know when I'm going to have these episodes. They just happen when they happen. So I can't even give a real reason as to why I was depressed. I just get like that. When I get like that, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't respond to anybody. I kind of just push everyone away because I don't know how to explain that I'm sad, but I don't know what I'm sad about. I'm sad about everything and nothing at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just get really depressed about my self-worth, I guess, if I can try to explain it. I feel like I'm not a good friend, a good wife, a good person. I feel like my self-worth is nothing, that I don't contribute anything to life, and that sorry, just that like I don't matter, and I feel like a burden talking to people about it. I swear I'm happy today. If I look up, my tears will just go back into my eyeballs and it won't ruin my makeup. But when I get in that mental state, sometimes it lasts that day, sometimes it lasts a week, sometimes it's longer. I don't know when and for how long I'm gonna feel like that. But when it happens, my natural instinct is to just kind of withdraw from everybody and just focus on myself. So that was about 3-ish weeks ago. And then 2 weeks ago, when I was still in that depressive state, me and my husband found out that his company was laying him off. They actually laid off his entire department and that it had nothing to do with his performance, which was a relief to hear, I'm sure, for him. And his boss was also nice enough to say that when he looks for jobs, if he needs him to be a reference, he would do that for Steve. But when we heard that news, it was very stressful for us just because Steve is the breadwinner of this household. We just bought a house. I talked about it a couple videos ago, but we bought a new construction house and we are like this month, we're supposed to be selling our house. It was just the worst timing. So that gave me a lot of anxiety. I tried to hold it together just for Steve's sake because Steve was very depressed about it. We have never experienced either of us getting laid off, and we didn't smell it. We didn't know it was coming. It came out of the blue for us. So we were kind of just in shock that week. So I spent those 2 weeks working a little bit more, trying to contribute more if I could, and also just taking care of Steve because he was just really bummed, rightfully so. The entire week that we got that news, we went to bed at 8 o'clock every single night and we weren't sleeping. We were just laying in bed. It was still daylight outside and we would just lay in bed, watching TV, waiting for the sun to go down and just like be sad in bed. It was a horrible time. So that was basically what was going on. I was depressed 1 week and then on top of that, it snowballed because I found out that my husband was getting laid off, but there is a happy ending to this. As of yesterday, my husband got a job offer and I guess maybe it was a blessing in disguise because it's actually, so my husband is a senior software engineer. His new job is the lead software engineer. So it's a little bit of a promotion, which might be a really good direction for Steve just because he constantly has this problem. And it's not just hearsay because I have witnessed it. I have worked with Steve in the same department. Our cubicles were right next to each other. So I know from personal experience, he has this problem where the supervisor will say, we're trying to execute something. So we're gonna try and do this. And then Steve point out that he sees flaws in the way that it's going to be executed and like list them out point by point, like, oh, I see problems A, B, C. And so I think maybe the way to approach it would be this way. And every single time supervisors will be like, yes, I see what you're trying to say, but no. So Steve would begrudgingly do what he was told, and then months down the line, the exact problems that he would pinpoint would happen. And then after all the issues, the supervisor would be like, okay, so we're actually gonna change course and we're gonna do the plan that Steve said. But they would never say that it was Steve's plan. They make it sound like, I have decided that we're gonna do this plan instead. And Steve's over here like, does anyone remember when I said that 7 months ago? Because I definitely did. So hopefully with his new position, his opinion will hold a little bit more weight so that he won't have so much pushback, because I have watched him time and time again get steamrolled. So now that all of that is resolved, I mean, there is a huge weight off our shoulders. We can get back to selling this house, being excited about the new house, and just being happy and normal again. I mean, I was crying every single day to Steve, being like, oh my God, what if we have to give up the dogs? Can we not afford the dogs anymore? And Steve's like, Ivory, homeless people have dogs, okay? We're gonna be fine. Like, I was so dramatic about it looking back, but I had no idea that Steve would get a job this fast, you know? So that is my update and my reasoning for my absence. I'm sorry if I worried any of you. I know by the way that I worded it, it could have sounded like maybe the worst thing is that maybe someone passed away, but as far as I know, no one died or is dying or is sick. Both people as well as my dogs. Everyone is good as far as I know. I also want to say sorry to some of my friends here on YouTube, just because I feel like I'm pretty good about watching smaller channels, like people that I support. As soon as they put out their videos, maybe like within the first day or two, I always comment on their videos and show my support. And for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't done that. So I'm sorry. And since I'm feeling a lot better this week, I'm literally going through everybody's videos right now and like watching them in bulk, because I feel so bad that I missed out on so many. So if you see a comment from me and your video was like 2 weeks ago, now you know why it's so late. But that's my life update as of now, and since most of the dust has settled, I feel okay enough to film again. So today I am filming day 1 of my wear test using the Flower Beauty Light Illusions Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel. So that video is probably going to come out after this one. While I'm here, I might as well give you a sneak peek of the videos to come. Just a little something to make up for the fact that I missed the last 2 weeks. I'll also be doing a wear test on the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless foundation, and then I'll also be doing a wear test on the Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick. I did a first impressions of this already. I did like a full face of Merit, so I'll link it up in the cards, but I haven't done a dedicated wear test on this. So these 2 videos will be coming up. I also have a video where I do a full face of Milani makeup and a full face of e.l.f. makeup. I recently bought a bunch of new products from each of those brands with an Ulta gift card, I might add. I definitely was not spending our money when we found out that Steve was getting laid off. It was a gift card. So those are the 5 videos that are coming out. The wear test on this, and then full face of e.l.f. and full face of, what did I say? Milani. So I'm definitely not missing a beat here. I'm going right back into it, full swing. I think that's all the news I have. You're all caught up. But I do, once again, want to thank everyone for their love and support and just overall patience with me. All of you guys are just so freaking wonderful. And if I keep talking about it, I'm gonna cry again. But I don't deserve you guys. That's all I'm gonna say. So as long as nothing unexpected happens to me, as far as I know, videos will be coming back every single week, maybe twice a week if I am up for it. But at the very minimum, once a week again. Thank you so much for your love and support, and I will see you in my next video.